Thanks everyone for coming to the official media launch of the CARL COX live show, which will be held in Barbados on Friday, April 20th. The man who is regarded by many of the world's top DJs as the greatest DJ of all time, the man, the legend, CARL COX. I think, CARL has mastered the art of DJing. He's taken it to the point where millions of people around the world follow him. CARL has a weekly radio show which is listened to by 12 million people around the world. CARL's radio show is a downloaded show. You have to download his radio show. Alright, so when we say 12 million, he has 12 million listeners, that's an accurate figure, that's an actual figure, because there's people actually downloading his show. CARL is Barbadian. His parents were born in Barbados. They migrated to the UK where he was born, and he has risen to the top of the heap. Much the same way as Rihanna is regarded as the queen of pop globally. CARL COX is one of the, if not the biggest DJs in the world today. He is respected and he is revered both by his peers and his fans. And in fact, if you ever get a chance to watch the CARL COX 24/7 movie, which was released recently, which was filmed in Australia where he lives today, UK obviously where he had his start, Ibiza, which is where he really has made a name for himself, Vegas, New York and Barbados, because CARL comes here very often. Actually there's shots of the Mount Gay Visitor Centre in the movie.
My experience with CARL COX initially is just being floored by the man's personality. He's energetic, he's passionate. His performance to me is like no other. I feel actually very passionate talking about CARL COX. I also feel very passionate when I talk about Mount Gay brand, so yes, it's a great win-win here. His music, I think, just speaks for itself. When you actually see the performance, when you feel his energy, but also the fact that to me, we have another Barbadian out there that is just incredible. And that, the fact that when we did meet him, he was so proud to have met other Barbadians, I think spoke leaps and bounds for me. He's a genuine person with a phenomenal talent.
I looked at CARL COX's proposal and I saw a couple of things that were great. One, his Bajan heritage. We're about celebrating things Barbadian. You're talking a man that has 290, 300,000 people following him on Facebook. You have 90,000 people on Twitter. 12 million downloads of his Radio Global show weekly. When I have opportunities of partnering with persons who demonstrate these attributes, Barbadian, best of class, tremendous reach and following, it's a win-win for Barbados.
Here we have a guy that is literally unknown to most Barbadians, but this guy is a celebrity. He is what I say is a superstar. I believe in celebrating let's say superstars. I believe in putting iconic brands together, and this is CARL COX and this is Mount Gay. So how do we get two of them together? There's so many similarities. He's Barbadian, Mount Gay's Barbadian. He's a superstar, we're superstars in our way.
These type of linkages are fantastic. These type of linkages spread the word of Barbados, the fact that he's Barbadian, and the fact that we're affiliated Mount Gay rum, and the fact that he's a fan of Mount Gay rum. You just can't buy that type of PR. I'm very pleased that we have, Peter and the rest of the team here have decided to come on board with this project. So I know that this event is going to be incredible.
I was talking to a DJ recently, Alfredo Ramos, who came for the Music Factory in November. He called me a couple of days ago and he said, I understand that you've got CARL COX coming. So I said, yeah. He said, man, that's a big one. So I said, yeah. He said, where is he playing? And I said, well, we're going to be doing the show at a club. He said, a club? Okay, well, what's the capacity? I said, about 1,000 people. He said, 1,000 people. You think that's going to be enough? I said, well, truth of the matter is most people in Barbados don't know CARL. And he went silent. Sorry, but he said, say that again. I said, most people in Barbados don't know CARL COX. He said, are you kidding me? He said, he's only the greatest DJ ever.